Hello, my name is Owen, and today I'm going to be teaching you about fishing lures and their names and what they're used for. So first, I'm going to start off with my spinner baits. I only have one right now. This is a spinner bait. It's meant to attract bass, pike, walleye, anything really. And so all you do is just tie it on, and then these metal things right here just spin in the water, making a reflection that will make it look like a shiner or a shad, and they would bite this part of the hook, which is hiding the hook and making the bait. And you would mainly use that in open, clear water, shallow. This right here is another one of those, but just without the spinners. You'd use this in murky water to clear water with weeds. And yes, it catches bass, pike, walleye, perch, bluegill. Next, I'm going to move over to the plain hooks right there. And so this is a kind of a mini spinner bait right here. One second. Right there. So this thing just spins like normal, and then this also reflects a kind of like a shine, intimidating fish. This is a bucktail, as it gets its name from this little piece of fur right here. It kind of does the same thing. This right here shines around in the water, and the body is shiny, so it just shines around as it would usually. Next, I'm moving on to just plain hooks. This is a green hook. It is number 16. And the bigger the number of size hook, is the bigger the hook's gonna be. So right there. And you'd use that in like dense, weedy things. You'd add bait to it, whether it's real bait or a plastic. And so, yeah. And so, next I have is a little orange one. It's just the same thing, but it's kind of used in different scenarios. Like, if you had no weeds or no cover, I would throw this out there and just put a bait on there, and just like usual. And then, hold up. And then this is just basically a regular hook right there. And so you just put either fake bait or real bait, and just works like a normal hook. It's weighted too, so it just sinks down. That's it with the hooks and the weights. I'm gonna move on to my trolling package right there. So this is if you had a boat and you were trolling, which trolling means you just cast your lures out there, and then you use something like this, and it goes behind your boat, and it just swims in the boat, like the kind of like the current, like just like normal. This is a deep diver, as it gets its name from this thing right here, the tongue. And this makes it go down farther. So if you're kind of like a shovel, if you're digging in, it's gonna go down really far. And I would use this in personally really deep waters, like 20 to 30 feet deep. And just because if you use it in like 2 feet of water, it'll just get tangled up on weeds, and it's just gonna keep getting stuck on the bottom. So yeah. This catches anything from pike to walleye. This right here is kind of looks like a little bluegill. This is also a deep diver, as it has a little shovel thing. And so they all have little balls in them, so like they rattle around, and that's what calls the fish over. And so this catches pike, walleye, bass, bluegill, anything really. This is kind of the same thing, just different colors. Now this is mimicking a perch, and perch are very popular game fish in Minnesota. They're native to Minnesota, and this is just the exact same thing. And all of these are really the exact same things. It's just some of them catch different fish and some of them don't. And second last but not least, we have, this kind of goes along with this too. This is my, these right here are hooks that you would put something on, like this, for example. So how you rig this up, this is called a Texas rig. You just put it through there, just like that. You feed it through until you get to this line right there, the little flat spot, and then you should keep going. Try not to stab yourself. Okay, and then once you through, you go all the way up. You kind of twirl it around there, all the way up to this little loop up top there. And then what you want to do, if you have any excess, you go all the way until it hits the hook, and then you come back like this, and then you go up like that. Oops. You want this peeking out just a little bit.